Hello, hello, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic, intuitive reader, and fellow Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, we are doing our weekly reading for the week of October 5th through October 11th. Can you stand it? We are midway through October, basically, when this reading is done. And then we also have a full moon in Aries happening on October 7th. God help us. That's all I can say. Because that is a powerful, first of all, it's a super moon, and a moon in Aries, especially a full super moon in Aries, is going to give us all kinds of potential. I don't know. I feel like every time the moon is in Aries, people just get the audacity and it just comes out of them. And then the rest of us end up being pretty reactive. So we'll see what this reading is going to bring. I'm sure lots of positivity. If you are new here, welcome home. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And of course, guys, hang tight. I'll be letting you know what to comment as we progress with this reading so that you can enter the free mini read contest. And I'll be doing the free mini read at the end of this one. That was a mouthful. Let us go. Let's go. All right. So as I talk about this full moon in Aries, do you know the first card that came out reads Perfect Storm? Lords. All right, but it's Perfect Storm, and it's the courage to step into life. It's number 44. 4 reduces to 8, and 8 is the lemniscate, the infinity sign, yeah? And it's all about the limitless possibility being birthed into the 3D. And it's about contraction, expansion, contraction, expansion. So the perfect storm may push you to take that step that maybe you've been contemplating and now is the perfect storm and the perfect time. As we enter our solar return, because it is pre-Scorpio season, you know, Scorpios have definitely been looking back at the most recent years, determining how they want to proceed. You know, is this a big birthday for you? Is this a phase of life where maybe you're becoming an empty nester, you're newly single, newly married, a new grandparent, a new parent. So lots of changes happening here with the perfect storm. 44 and 4 is a number of foundation. So this is about building that strong foundation so that you can birth the perfect you. And of course, perfect is a frame of reference. There is no perfection, but at the same time, everything is perfect. That's the way I see it. I don't know. It's just, I think it's just a mental perception, but everything is perfect, the ups and the downs. It's meant just for you. Here we also have check in with your body. You know, I'm a big speaker on that. Go get your health stuff done, especially as we are getting towards the end of the year. Check in with your body and release tension you are carrying. So the saying is that trauma and stress is stored in the hips. This might be a good time to stretch your body and just get in touch with the rhythm, the cycle of your physical temple. And then we have my home is a peaceful haven. I bless my home with love. I put love in every corner, and my home lovingly responds with warmth and comfort. I am at peace. I love that, Scorpio. That's what we're going to comment below so that we can be entered into the free mini reading. I am at peace because my home is a peaceful haven. Yes, I love that. I am at peace. Comment that below. Let the universe know that you are ready to step into the best version of you yet. Yes, even with an Aries full moon. No, that Aries full moon, I think, is definitely us water signs, we may, as always, be somewhat emotional, right? Reactive potentially, but it's also, I think, going to open our eyes up even wider to changes that absolutely need to happen. And it doesn't necessarily mean that anything bad is happening. I say that and the death card pops out, but it's our card. So this is Scorpio showing up in Scorpio's reading. This is us and our strength. And of course, this is about victory through transformation. That's the way I see it. Let's keep going. What else do we have showing up this week for Scorpio, please? I do see the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Now, there could be for some Scorpios changes in an intimate relationship. There could be some type of review or conversations being had. And it would be to me about balancing things in the home place. I say that because the King of Cups is a very mature energy and can balance their own needs against that of another. And the Queen of Wands is one who just wants to kind of like set herself free and just go out there and experience life. And she's very magnetic and attractive. So if you're in a relationship, you could be seeing some sort of dynamic play out, a transformative, right? A transformative energy around that to have more balance and freedom and fun, as well as understanding and kindness. But we're going to, of course, clarify these and see what else this could be. Because again, this could just be about transforming the energy in your home in general, just to have a more peaceful time. All right, what else do we have? I've got the Nine of Swords coming through with the Two of Cups and the Emperor energy. So the Nine of Swords is generally about that mental game that we play when we have records living rent free in our mind, when there is stress, and it's a lot of in the perception of things, sleepless nights. And you see that the nine swords are in the background of this person because it's really just something that it's mental, right? There is no physical war happening. This is one of the mind. And we've got the Two of Cups. So this to me tells me that it might be about relationship. It might be about loneliness. And we have the Emperor card coming through, Aries energy. So you could technically be dealing with an Aries, but this also could just be some changes in the workplace as well. Again, let's keep going and see what we have. Comment below, I am peace, and allow that energy to lead you. Because when you lead with peace, when you lead with love and understanding, amazing things happen. Here we've got the Ace of Pentacles and you beginning in the material with the Eight of Cups, a desire for more, and the Tower card. All right, so we're definitely going to clarify these, but there is a change in the 3D for us, Scorpio, because we want more for ourselves. I always say you're worth the journey of the 9 and 10 of Cups. This Eight of Cups human being over here has what they need to live their life, but they are looking for more, perhaps more excitement, more compassion, more passion in whatever it is that you do. And I feel, again, if this is not in your relationship sector, we have relationships of all types: friendships, romance, relationships in the workplace, in the businesses we own with our clients. So I just feel ultimately that this is Scorpio expanding, just like that Aries full moon wants us to, expanding and moving forward boldly, right? Because I think that's why that Tower comes out. So let's keep going and clarify each of these. But I do love the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups with the Tower, because what it signifies to me is the birthing process, right? If you've ever birthed a child or seen a live birth, it is not an easy thing. So that Tower card is that expansion after extreme contraction. It is that push forward. It is that energy that you need to make massive changes, right? Are you building a family? Are you changing your dynamics, in your life somehow? What does that look like? And I think I said recently in last week's reading here, I'm going to lay these all out. As I was talking in last week's reading, when something comes to an end for Scorpio, it's because something changes. We leave something behind. So let's see what that looks like. I do see a little bit of stress or mental worry around finances, and that makes perfect sense because we are getting towards the end of the year. Here in the States, we're wrapping up our finances. Subscriptions are ending, renewing to humans and the things that we pay for. So it's an evaluation. And there might be, for some, large unexpected bills potentially, especially in the medical. So what I would say to you is make sure to have follow-up conversations, because this is coming through If you are denied a treatment that you need, if insurance is kicking back a bill or you're receiving a bill from a medical provider, don't fester on it. Don't sit on it. Address it head on. Call people, ask for waivers, payment plans, reviews, appeals. That's coming through, especially my guides are taking me back to this check in with your body. So I will just leave that there. Actually, I can't. They're also letting me know for you to explore all avenues of treatment for whatever it is that you're seeking assistance for. So basically, don't give up, Scorpio. Don't give up and don't just give in, right? Fight back for what it is that you need. Oh my gosh. For those of you that are a bit older and who know who the Beastie Boys are, I literally just heard fight for your right to party. I don't know why, because we're definitely my guides have quite a sense of humor. Moving on. Comment, I am peace. Because now I've got the Beastie Boys in my mind. All right. Death with the Six of Swords. Six of Swords signifies after a period of turmoil, smooth sailing ahead. But you've got to get on the boat. You've got to keep going and take that first step. So the death card being clarified by the Six of Swords, that's transformation leads to better days ahead. But you've got to get through the ugly a bit, right? And we've got the King of Cups clarified by judgment, with the Seven of Wands clarifying the King or the Queen of Wands. So listen, because this is a general reading, you're going to have to take what's for you, leave the rest for someone else. If you're looking for personal guidance, you can head over to my website at starswithstasi.com, book a reading, and I'd be happy to assist you, especially as we enter our solar return. But I will say this in a more general sense. I feel that Scorpios are answering the call, right? Answering the call to freedom, answering the call to do that thing they've always put off. That judgment card is about stripping down to the bare, stripping down to the real you and unmasking. You're being called for more, and you're taking that chance and betting on yourself. With this Queen of Wands and the Seven of Wands, I think that as you are in your glow up era, right, as you are moving forward to doing the difficult work of stripping down and glowing up yet again, boundaries are important. And I've said that at every reading since probably sometime in September, I started getting those pings that boundaries and being bold are really the answers to getting through whatever's going on in your life. Now, like I said earlier, I do see some concern about finances. This Nine of Swords is being clarified by the Four of Pentacles. So for those of us that are building businesses or taking, the road less traveled, or if you're in the United States, actually, we just had a government shutdown. I think started at 12 o'clock this morning. So I don't turn on the news. Somebody told me that. So I'm not sure what's going on today. But, you could be concerned about your position at work. Whatever it is, I feel strongly that things are definitely going to work out. But this is a call to pivot, and this is a call to pivot and plan for peace. Truly. So let's see. With this Two of Cups clarified by the Eight of Swords, I feel like some people might be feeling a bit stuck in a situation that they're in or obligated. That's how it's coming through. Obligation has been what's been the primary barrier for some of us in moving forward in a direction that we know is better suited. And maybe you have an obligation at home. You're taking care of children or your parents, or perhaps just bills, something happening in the financial. But this Scorpio card, the death card, with the Six of Wands, I feel that this week that energy starts to come forward to say, you know what, there's no better time than now, Scorpio. We do have the Emperor card with the Six of Cups. I think that is indicative of things coming back full circle for Scorpio. Again, Six of Cups is the Sun in Scorpio. So we do have Scorpio again here in their element, in their power. And there could be a karmic cycle or pattern presenting itself this week, which is another thing that kind of is the straw or the catalyst. I don't want to say it's the straw that breaks the camel's back, because I can't say for sure that there's a surprise here or even anger. It's more or less like, yeah, it's time. Because whatever barrier, like I said, that you were experiencing, the obligatory. Welcome to Stars with Stasi. Comment I am peace while I get my words together. Thank you. All right. So the Emperor card with the Six of Cups. I feel a couple things. One is a trigger happens this week, giving you that boost, that energy, that confidence, because the Emperor is very confident. The Emperor embodies all four kings. So I just want you to see that embodies the energy of all four kings. With that Six of Cups, with things coming full circle, I just feel like the catalyst happens this week. It's oh geez, and the full moon is in Aries, and this is Aries right here. Yes, okay, thank you, Spirit. I would. They just reminded me. They're like, you're missing it. We're back on track. So the Emperor, Aries energy, this full moon breaks gives you a trigger. So right around the 7th. Now, you could be feeling that energy a few days before, a few days after, especially us water signs. We carry that with us. And the moon definitely, pulls on the water. So pay attention to the days, 2 days before, 2 days after, somewhere around there. Also, I have to say this, stay very hydrated right now, because the super moon will affect you differently than other people. And take it or leave it, but the veil is thinning. This is our season coming up. And the spirit speak is loud. That's the best I can say. So pay attention. Definitely pay attention. Lots of things happening right now. And here we've got the Ace of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords. So direction comes this week. And, the Queen of Swords, I always say, is she who can see above the bullshit. And she's got that sword there ready to cut it off and cut it out like a skilled surgeon, right? Edward Scissorhands vibes. Just getting things that are not worth her time, her energy, or her resources away. When you make space, something new shows up. So we've got that Ace of Pentacles. And again, because we started off this reading with peace, I am peace, you're really protecting your peace at this point. So, because we do have boundary building showing up, we've got peace coming through. We have the desire for stability. We've got concerns about finances, obligations, that feeling coming to an end. The universe says an obligation is a perspective, not a contract. Interesting. Okay. With this Five of Cups, we've got the Eight of Cups. So this Five of Cups here, this person is basically looking at the past, some kind of revision, regret, knowing that they need change, wondering if things will be okay once they proceed forward. Oh my gosh, I just noticed what's down here. So the answer is yes, because look. Wow, guys, I just noticed this. So with the Fool card, we've got with the Tower card, we have the Fool card. So remember how I said, yes, something happens. There's a catalyst here, but it's that catalyst you need to get going. It's like the gas you need to put in the tank happens this week. That is such a good sign. When we've got the Fool card, or when we've got a Tower card, if we're going to have it clarified by anything, the Fool card is the one. It's a new beginning for Scorpio. And like I said, we're entering our solar return. This full moon in Aries is going to give us that gas in our tank. Now we're cooking. This is good stuff. So comment below, I am peace, Scorpio. I think this reading was really, really good. I mean, there's a lot of advice here, right? Get your body checked, right? Get the systems checked. Push back on any types of denials or bills or anything that's increased over time that you're like, how did this happen? Ask questions, right? Make sure that you're getting your needs met. There's something there. So I'm also going to look at our shadow work with a final word of inspiration before we get into our weekly mini read winner. Now, That was loud. Sorry. Let's see. Number 5. 5 is a number of change. We've got 5, self-doubt versus hope. So, Scorpio, you like we talked about in this reading, I feel like that 6 of swords, the 6 of cups, 6 is harmonious, union, and balance. Those 6s paired with the 9 of swords, the Tower card, that's the self-doubt, the 6 of cups, the 6 of swords, that is the hope. And then literally we saw this balance come through in the very last cards, which was the Tower card clarified by the Fool. You release that doubt and you trust yourself. You should trust yourself over anybody and anything else. Trust your instincts, trust your intuition, trust your guides, your gods, whatever you believe in. Believe in yourself, because no one, Scorpio, knows you like you know yourself, right? Know thyself. So wherever you have doubt, understand that that is a perception and that you can shift that to hope. You can shift that to clarity with the mind, because thoughts become things. Comment below, I am peace, and watch peace show up. Because when you are at peace, you can make decisions like the Queen of Swords. You'll be able to see clearly. Nothing can be done when you're stressed or angry or reactive. It's not a solid message. You've got to calm your mind and your body. And it starts by taking care of your physical temple and the mental, right? That's important. Don't overlook that, because you perceive that your obligations to something or someone else are greater, right? So shift the focus. All right, what are our words of encouragement and hope? Wait, 2 cards want to come out, so I will take them both. One moment. This reads, Your Sacred Garden, and this reads, You Are Nature. So Scorpio, this might be a lot about grounding yourself and finding peace again in the sacred garden. Go outside, look at your home, look at your surroundings, get a plant. I'm not even kidding, right? Like, me and other humans are just always a challenge, right? Because I'm just, I'm trying, guys. But my house is full of plants. And as you can see, Audrey over there, I found her in the basement. I was like, oh my goodness, I found a box of comfort items that I had not unpacked. So that's another thing, like go through your stuff. It might be a great time to purge and find peace in your home, and you might come across some treasures. Get a plant. So you're a secret garden, and then you are nature. And it's true. As above, so below, as within, so without. Go enjoy the beauty of nature. If you're having difficulty finding that peace exactly where you are the temple. Go plant yourself somewhere else and enjoy what's around you. Be grateful and be thankful, and comment below, I am peace. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for your time, your energy, your likes, your shares, subscribes. Don't forget to comment below. It helps my channel grow, and I'm so, so, so appreciative. And I also wanted to give a great shout out to everyone who participated in the live I did to raise money for my son's high school senior prom. He not only won the class, like he raised the most money, but he met his goal. And so this weekend we're going to celebrate by going to see his girlfriend at college in Allentown, PA. So I'm very excited about that. And just wanted to thank you all so much for making that happen for my kiddo, and for anybody else who just left some kind words. And if you'd like to do that now, just give my kiddo, it's his senior year, a little shout out. I would be so appreciative. And he does like to read them. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys, remember that we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. And as always, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it, Scorpio. Thank you so much. The winner of last week's mini reading is at Therese Covington 2042. Again, it's at Therese Covington 2042. Thank you, Therese, for always leaving such kind comments. Congratulations on your mini read. I'll be using the Witch's Tarot to be looking at the rest of this year for you. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Anybody who would like to listen, we love it because Therese can use the energy. Let's support each other on this channel. Comment below. I am peace. We do have the King of Wands coming out first and foremost. I love that for you. That's very adventurous, fiery energy. Leadership, strong values, and the energy to pursue a long-term vision. Let's keep going. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, interdimensional beings overseeing this act of divination for Therese Covington. Please provide me the highest and best messages for her for the rest of 2025. Thank you. Therese, comment below and let me know if you got this and how it resonated with you. We do have the King of Wands with the Nine of Swords, and we just saw that a moment ago in the general reading. A lot of energy here, you know, in the mental, a lot of things on the mindset. Let's see. Why is that? Why the Nine of Swords? Three of Pentacles, something that you're creating or doing. With the Five of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Wow, that's interesting. You're seeing me shuffle, so we've got a progression. The 3, the 4, and the 5. So there's something here about you want to do something. This is what the stress is about. You have an idea. You're working with other people. There's something that you want to do. Maybe you're feeling a bit isolated and concerned about the financing for a project or something like that. You've got big visions, big plans. And again, I don't know if you're working for other people. This could be like a group project or something like that, something you're in charge of. But this kind of tells me that you're looking at branching out on your own or doing something different. And you're just concerned about how those resources might play out. I can't make this up. You're watching me shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. Therese, I've got the 3 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles. I'm not even lying, the 6 of Pentacles. We can't dismiss that, okay? So first of all, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now it came out 3, 5, 4, and 6, but to me, this is still about progression. This is one foot in front of the other. You know, no matter what the mental strategy has been, it's about shifting your focus, the ebbs and the flows of the financials, the ebbs and the flows of building and creating a situation. The 6 of Pentacles is good, though, because that means that people want to help you. If you need a loan or you need a scholarship or some type of opportunity like that, this might be a very good time to apply for it. I feel like it would work out in your favor. You know, if you're looking for investors or expanding your client base, there's something here about other people's resources coming into play for you before the year is over.